Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's lecture is for psycholinguistics, theories of language learning. This is for 6th semester, and this will be your last lecture for midterm. Okay, so after this, this is the last course content that we are going to cover. After this, you are going to start prepare for your midterm exam and make short questions and long questions, complete your notes. All lectures have been delivered on Zoom and they have been uploaded, and also they have been sent to you through WhatsApp. So this is the last one for midterm. The topic is theories of language learning. Okay, so when you get a question on theories of language learning, first you will define psycholinguistics like it is defined over here. Okay, language learning theories. There are some basic theories of language learning which discuss how language is acquired, learned and taught. These are behaviorism, mentalism, empiricism and cognitivism. Out of these four theories, we are just going to do behaviorism and mentalism, okay, which are in your syllabus. So let's talk about behaviorism. This theory was founded by J.B. Watson, and the supporters of this theory, they believed that all the behavior of language is learned by environment. Okay, now this was a person, B.F. Skinner's, and this is his rat box experiment. Skinner conducted a research with pigeons and rats. He put a rat in a box containing a liver. This liver is with L-E-V-E-R, correct the spelling. If it presses the box liver, it was rewarded with food, and the first time the liver was pressed accidentally, but later through trial and error, the rat learned how to find food. So what he did was he placed a rat in a box and there was a liver, L-E-V-E-R, correct the spelling. And when the rat pressed the liver, the food was delivered to him. So after a few trial and error methods, he learnt that how he can get the food. According to behaviorist, reinforcement can be of two types. Then they talk about the behaviorists, they talk about reinforcement. There can be a positive reinforcement and there can be a negative reinforcement. When a certain kind of behavior is appreciated, it will be used in the future. This is positive reinforcement. For example, if a child gets first position and you encourage him and parents encourage him, so he will again and again work hard. Negative reinforcement. When a certain kind of behavior is punished, it is stopped. Okay, so when you punish something, when you punish a child, he will stop doing that thing. So this is negative reinforcement. Characteristics of behaviorism are: the behaviorists focus on the spoken language, they believe in the theory of habit formation, they believe in positive and negative reinforcement. Okay. Language is learned by the use of practice, oral drills and repetitions. The best example of this is audiolingual method. So the more you practice, the more you will learn. Example, teaching of Holy Quran in madrasas. Okay. Ratification method, process, system in government schools of Pakistan. So when you learn something again and again, it becomes very clear and you learn that behavior. However, there was some criticism on this theory. The critics of behaviorism said that this way of learning may harm the creative way of learning. The strategy of behaviorism only can be used in the early stages of learning in infancy and childhood. Behaviorism does not distinguish between the language and human beings and animals. Please correct the spelling of distinguish over here. So there are three types of criticism on this theory: that it stops your creativity, it is used only, it can be used only when you're a child, and it does not differentiate between animals learning something and humans learning something. Okay, so this theory was mostly rejected. Then we talk about mentalism, which is the second theory of language learning. Again, you will give an introduction to Chomsky over here, and then you will talk about LAD. You can read all this, it's very clear. LAD is language acquisition device. This is called the little black box of the brain. It is an organ present, a device of language learning. According to Chomsky, the LAD device is a mental capacity which enables a baby to acquire and produce language. This device is innate and inborn in human beings. So Chomsky talks about LAD. He says there is a device fitted in our brain which is responsible for language function. It tests the capability, it selects grammar, it interprets sentences, it enables an individual to produce language. These are the functions of LAD. Then you talk about innate theory of Chomsky. Mentalism focuses on that theory. We have already discussed about it also this in class, that what is the innate theory. Okay, so you can just read it from here, it will be clear. And this is the evidence against the theory. When a research was conducted about the children found from the forest raised by animals, it was observed that they could not speak human language, which proves the fact that LAD is an abstract concept and lacks adequate scientific support. Okay, so this was the theory. Now you can take notes from here, correct the spelling mistakes and prepare for your midterm. Thank you. If there's any question, you can ask me, okay?